Welcome to the NooK on the Voluntary Virtues Network. I'm Steve. I'm here today with Riley, Nima, Christy, Zach, and Pastor Mike.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub! I couldn't help myself. I had to.
That's what I say now.
I've been wanting to do it for a while, so...
So I wasn't here the last couple of weeks. Last week you guys went on without me. I watched it. I really enjoyed it. You guys did a good job.
Cool, thank you.
That's not true.
I
appreciate that.
No, it was good. You just didn't really stick on topic, but it was still interesting.
How was your secret mission to Middle-earth?
Ooh.
Still sound like I'm...
Down there.
Yeah, I was kind of sick for like a week. Like I've not been sick for a week since I had the chicken pox, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
That's
not
a long
bad, though.
time.
When I was like 8.
That's not bad, though.
But anyway, I'm back now. Wanted to start off by giving a little bit more background on ISIS. You guys didn't really talk about it other than just to say that it's a CIA.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what it is.
Yeah.
It's CIA,
So-
nobody knows.
So what's interesting about the history of ISIS is that this character named Zarqawi, who was killed and then captured and
Killed
then
and captured.
captured again
Oh, is this-
and then killed
Is this
again.
like the head of it?
Yeah,
The supposed head?
was the head.
Oh,
It was the
okay.
start of it.
Oh,
well,
got you.
he started an organization in '99 in Iraq, which then became Al-Qaeda in Iraq after the war. And then he officially died in like 2004, I think, when Baghdadi took over. And Baghdadi was also died multiple times and was captured multiple times. And he...
So they're zombies.
Yeah.
Essentially, they were
Terrorist
brought back
zombies.
from the dead.
Or CIA operatives, maybe.
Same thing.
Who knows?
You're saying,
No, but,
you're saying
he-
Al-Qaeda, right? Yeah.
He transformed it basically into the ISI. But he died for the last time in 2009 when another big Baghdadi took over.
Another
Finally shot him in the
Baghdadi.
head this time.
Finally got the headshot. Another Baghdadi who's got a similarly weird background.
Who's your
He
Baghdadi?
was supposedly born in Samarra and was a cleric in Samarra when the U.S. invaded in 2003. Taken into custody and held by U.S. forces until either 2004 or 2009.
5 years ago.
The official story is that he was released about 9 months after he was captured. But the guy who ran the place said that he was there and specifically remembers him being there until he handed over the reins of the prison to Iraqi forces in 2009.
Uh-huh.
Which is coincidentally right before he took over control of ISIS. And he's the one who expanded into Syria, turning ISI into ISIS, and is now claiming to be the caliphate. Now, the history behind the caliphate is that it was the Ottoman Empire, essentially. There was the last caliphate. The Ottoman Empire was the last caliphate, which was broken in World War II, or World War I, excuse me. And there hasn't been a caliphate since then, and it's basically supposed to be the Islamic State, essentially.
The true Islamic State.
Right. Right.
Huh. So that's what ISIS is.
That's what they're
Pretense.
claiming.
Caliphate
Yeah, that's
is-
a pre. Yeah, that's the pretense that they work off of.
Okay.
And so just last year, or maybe it was earlier this year, he declared himself Caliph Ibrahim.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, going way back.
Yeah.
Does he get a crown out of it? Or like, what's the, I mean, there's
You get
gotta
72 virgins.
bennies or...
But
Lots of virgins.
but not only that kind of shady past with ISIS, but there's also government reports that a training camp in Jordan was used to train a lot of the ISIS fighters. We supply them with weapons through the resistance to
We did it.
the
Just
U.S.
saying, yeah.
Sorry.
No.
Speak for
I just
yourself,
wanted
man.
to clarify that
Yeah,
here. For
we're
people.
not supplying anybody with anything.
Yeah. Just
So we
wanted-
say on camera.
Well, hey, I all I want to say is that I
Except
may
for
or may not
what
have made some
is
cinnamon
legally
rolls.
required by law.
We supply beer.
like taxes.
I made some cinnamon rolls for some guys, and
You did?
about that same time I was
Okay.
making cinnamon rolls. Some guys got some cinnamon rolls from
You
me.
terrorists.
They look kind of aggressive. Yeah.
Oh, and then did you hear about? You heard about more witnesses coming out saying that it was 3 white guys that shot
San
up
Bernardino.
San Bernardino?
I didn't hear that, but I do remember hearing 3 white guys when it first broke out, and then I never heard that again. Like it's so typical of reporting
Wait a minute.
in the
Can't,
U.S.
can't Muslims be white guys? Can't they be-
This is true.
They
Accurate.
can't be a white. They can't be a
Looking
Muslim and his
military.
wife being
Right.
3 white guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's 90
that
pounds.
doesn't
Depends on the
pan
white.
out.
90 pounds. That's
Nowadays.
me.
Progressive
Nowadays.
Islam allows for transgender.
No, but there's a
What?
video
He does
recently
not.
that came out of another eyewitness, and the journalist asked him, "So how did you feel when you found out that it was Saeed?" And he said, "No, it wasn't Saeed. I got a phone call, I don't know from who, saying that was Saeed." And I said, "No, it's not Saeed. Saeed is a nice guy. Him and his wife are always really nice. It was 3 white guys."
Yeah.
I love it how the reporter begged the question.
Yeah.
Hey, so what do you do when you heard it was this?
Yeah.
Trying to implant
Did it-
that. 'cause
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what you
yeah,
heard,
exactly.
right?
Didn't they claim there was a suspect that was taken into captivity? Like they killed two suspects and there was a
Right.
third that they also took in.
I don't
I
I
recall.
don't know
I
if
think
that person they let that person go
I
or
think I do remember hearing
I
something
remember-
about
I remember
there were
hearing
2
that
down
there
and
was-
1.
there's 2 died
in
and
custody.
one was.
That's the
taken
thing
into
about those
custody.
things, about those little news snippets as it's breaking down or breaking out, and then
The real stuff
where
comes
you, where
out.
you, yeah, it's when the real
Or-
stuff,
or in
and
some-
the
or
self-editing-
sometimes
Is
it's
it, well,
just-
they just let go.
It's
and-
chaotic, so they're just getting whatever they.
yeah, whatever's coming in.
And sometimes it's false, sometimes it's true.
Yeah,
So you never really know.
substantiated or not.
So this is a false flag kind of a operation.
You know, I have a hard time. I know a lot of people believe that things like Sandy Hook were false flag attacks and things like that. I have a hard time believing that of most cases. But when you have as many people coming forward about this as we've seen so far, it kind of starts to paint a picture, you know?
Yeah.
I've never heard a single person say it was 3 white guys. I remember hearing at first it was 3 suspects, but I don't remember hearing it was 3 white guys.
I remember I was listening to the radio that day, and that was the first report I heard. But then I never heard that repeated. I think by the next day, the next couple of days, they were saying this Saeed guy, and I was listening to Pastor's perspective, and the guy was saying that Saeed had gone to one of the churches for Calvary Chapel, and was the guy who was, in charge of giving them a passing grade or whatever on their facility, and how the pastor from that church was saying how he was always like a really nice,
Oh, yeah. I remember
very
that.
very kind, very courteous, no condescending attitude, or just always passed the church with flying colors, and a really outstanding guy. And the guy I think said like, I just can't believe that this guy would do this. So I mean, and then you have that one witness that you're mentioning about how no, it wasn't. He was a nice guy. He didn't do this. And so yeah, just.
Ted Bundy was a pretty nice guy.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. There can be psychopaths,
I mean, yeah,
nice
good
people.
point. That should be mentioned. That like, it's kind of comical, but every time like there's a murder or something like that happens, there's always like the neighbor who's like, "Hey, he was a nice guy."
He kept mostly to himself.
Yeah, exactly. But that being said, like with the whatever happened up in San Bernardino,
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino.
How many of those?
All right, grab that beer from
Yeah, no. San Bernardino is a nickname. It's San Bernardino cuts off a couple syllables. Anyways, but
I like San Bernardino. That's
San
kind of a...
Bernardino.
Local thing.
So what is their motivation for doing that? That's the thing that doesn't make any sense.
ISIS.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's just like ISIS. So, but why is it they're like, okay, so we have our coworkers that we talk to every day. Christmas party. Hey, honey, you want to just go shoot up the Christmas party today? Like, that's the thing that doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, like
Motivation, isn't there?
for the
just anger.
well, for the witnesses that were there, like nobody said anything that like, you know, that they walked in there and they're like, "Hey, how you doing? I don't like Muslims. Good afternoon." Like that wasn't
down,
anything.
yeah.
Like what happened? It just seemed like randomly these two people who everybody seemed to get along with were just like, "Yeah, let's kill everybody today."
But
You know?
I was right before I cruised over here. I was at my parents' house and they were watching like world news, I don't know, some world news crap, mainstream media stuff, and you know they were diving into like the new findings about the involvement of terrorist activities or terrorist type attitudes that these two individuals held, or goes deeper than they're just trying to unpack how the radicalization of particularly the wife and how the husband used the marriage pretense of bringing the wife over who radicalized him, and that's kind of how the new terrorism is going to be happening by people bringing in a spouse, and how females can fly under the radar.
Did they meet on the internet?
Yeah, they probably did get onto that. I'm not sure. I didn't hear that exactly.
That's
but-
that key tool of radicalization is the internet.
Yeah, we gotta curb that internet usage.
We gotta ask.
Yeah,
we gotta
turn off-
shut
within
it
minutes,
down.
within minutes, they were talking about how, within minutes of Paris, they were talking about how they used encryption.
Oh, they were big into that
Yeah.
too. Yeah, about how they
Terrorists were
I
using
heard
encryption.
they didn't use any encryption.
No,
Oh,
that's
that's
true.
what they were saying
Right,
today.
But
They
within
wanted-
shortly after the attacks, everybody was saying that was the big thing.
So
was
if
that
you
they were
have
using
your
encryption.
phone
No,
encrypted,
but I heard they
then you're
weren't using it.
Yeah, that
It
came
doesn't
out quietly
matter, though.
later.
Right. It doesn't matter the truth. The truth doesn't fucking matter, you know.
Important
The
question.
truth is what they say it is.
That's
Important
right.
question. We did turn on the mic, right? Mic's on.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
did
okay,
we?
all right,
That's
just
right.
wanted to
How do we
make
know
sure.
for sure?
Did you look at it?
Can we know?
Technical
I will look again, actually.
Technical thing. Guys.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Oh, it's
Oh
on.
no, it's
No,
red.
it's on. No, red is good.
Red is good.
Red is good. Red means
Red is what you
red
want.
means record.
Chris, did you turn it off?
Like, oh no, it's
It
dead.
was red.
It should be green. You know. Red means off.
Red means
on
stop.
that technical
Not
note,
go.
we're-
What's going on here?
Actually, I am Al Nima, and I'm here to kidnap you guys.
Al Nima.
I'm gonna.
You know what? That's your DJ name. Let's get you some turntables and let's get it done.
Bad music, terrorism.
Maybe it's
same thing.
because ISIS is a figment of the government's imagination, or
Well, now that
contriving,
they-
and that's why
now
we
the
can't
name
stay on
is-
topic
No.
because it's a false topic. It's just created artificially.
Wow.
Or have we all been brainwashed to move to a different topic when it comes up?
Done. The plot thickens.
Damn you reptilians.
He's on to us.
Rothschild was right about our group.
When did Rothschild say? Oh,
That Rothschild.
that Rothschild.
Yeah.
The Rothschild that we know.
I'm like, when
Let's
did
work on
The
that.
actual
when did Rothschild talk about us?
Yeah. Well, they're all-
I didn't know we've reached that level
Because
of
they're the
fame
king of
to be heard by the Rothschilds.
Yeah, no, he's a good guy, but apparently we're all conspiracy theorists. I don't know, you know.
No, what I
can
really took,
theorize about
what I really
conspiracies,
took,
so
what I
yeah.
really took, what I took offense at was him saying that we were,
bigots.
no,
I don't think he said that.
I know,
That'd be
I'm-
terrible.
no,
Rothschild?
what's
Said something
what's
about
that
This is a
that conspiracy
Rothschild.
theory guy? Jones.
Jones.
Alex Jones. We were all Alex Jones like.
Yeah.
That's what I had a problem with.
Let the record set
He's
straight
the
that I
guy
don't like
from
Alex
Jack
Jones, so it's
He's
So
pretty
you're talking
funny.
about the Rothschild.
entertaining, yeah. but
Entertaining. I mean, like he thinks juice boxes turn kids gay.
That's hilarious.
He thinks what does?
He thinks juice boxes turn kids
Juice
gay.
boxes?
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I know
That was
that's
something you said the
when
other
I
day.
started
Yeah.
experimenting with homosexuality.
Whoa!
Like a conspiracy.
Sucking down a.
Does your wife know about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's the one that urges.
I don't know what it is about those 5-ounce juice boxes, but I feel different.
When I sit down on them, I get these cravings.
This is Rothschild?
Anyway.
No, this is Alex Jones.
Oh, Alex. Okay.
So, anyways,
Anyway, moving on. First of all, anybody else have anything else to say about ISIS? Or
I
can
have
we
a
move
question about
Anything
ISIS.
intelligent or just
What's the difference between is and Isil?
Isil. Yeah. Isil.
It's all the same group.
Uh,
It's just a different.
Way to
It's almost
say
state
it.
of Israel and Syria. I mean, not Israel.
ISIS.
Well,
ISIS.
Iraq and Syria.
Iraq and Syria.
Or Iraq and Libya.
You covered
Or
the
Lib-
genesis.
Libya,
but
yeah.
no-
Levant.
Levant.
Levant, definitely.
You covered the genesis of it.
Why don't you
pretty
come
much,
here
but
and sit
not
down and-
necessarily
come
the
here.
purpose, right?
Now they're saying it's
Sure.
IS.
Yeah, that's the kind of background of the origins, but what's the
Yeah.
intent in the
I-
origin?
Oh.
Well, I think they were trying to go towards geographical areas
Uh-huh.
like Iraq and Syria, but now it's like all over. So
Right,
They're
right.
just calling
No,
it IS.
no. Okay, so IS
Or
no, so-
Daesh. Daesh.
Yeah, so I think in
Daesh.
terms of why ISIS is being the new boogeyman, is because they can like these people like with the what's
'Cause
his
they
name?
look like
Saeed,
ninjas.
the
That's
Saeed, and
They look like ninjas.
it has no
Thank you,
boundaries.
Steve.
You know, it's
Like the
not.
South Park episode?
Yeah, the South Park episode.
I missed it. I've been out.
There's IS in South Park. It's just the kids dressing up as ninjas. And it's funny. It's the funniest episode I've seen in a while.
That's what's up. No, don't be. South Park is good. Social commentary.
The government should be afraid of us.
Well,
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 I
the,
mean,
The
when the
government shouldn't
government's,
exist.
when the government's afraid of people, people disappear. Generally.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Should we be worried?
So what happened to Matt?
No, I'm just saying. You don't want them to be afraid of you. It's like,
I'm just
Called back to the home
I want
office.
them to be afraid.
I'm mildly
I don't need
irritated that
them to be
apparently
afraid.
like
I
if
need
you're
them
the
to be
IRS
afraid of
money, you can't
themselves.
leave the
That's what I
country.
need
That's
them to
gonna
be. And they need to take a
Yeah, I
long
hear about that.
look
Or at
in
least
the
not
mirror and
legally.
be like, oh my god, I'm a
Yeah.
horrifying human being. But yeah, so I just think
And then
ISIS-
stop.
And then stop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do
have a
that.
change
And I
of
was
heart.
thinking about that because John, like you get it stopped. I shouldn't even say who did this. You get stopped by this perceived authority figure, and you actually talk about how can you sleep at night? Like how can literally how can these people do what they do as human beings, as our fellow human
Moral
beings?
realism.
How can
They
they?
think they're doing the
How
right
can
thing.
we?
Yeah, it's
I
good.
think they're doing
so.
Because the society in which they grew up in and they're a part of tells them that their role is a legitimate role.
Even honorable.
They say
Honorable,
But I
yeah.
think
There's
if
good
we
guys and
we
they're
get
bad
them
guys,
to
and
question
they're
what
They're
they're
the good
doing,
guys, yeah.
little by little.
I'm sorry?
I think if we get them to question
Yeah.
what they're doing,
Just enough, yeah.
you know, just to maybe it's not really
Sometimes-
ethical what I'm doing.
Yeah.
well, sometimes it takes a different opinion to really shake up what you believe. Because when all you're told is all you're given is pat on the back, and someone gives you the finger, you're going to question what you're doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Maybe not if one person,
Not
but
always.
if
No,
several
no.
people.
Not necessarily.
Well, generally, if everyone pats you on the back, says you're awesome, says you do something amazing, and then people start, giving you the finger,
Calling you
you're gonna-
out.
Yeah, like I said, you're gonna
If you look at
question what
the
you're doing sometimes.
if you look at the most hardcore criminals in prison, they will think that they're awesome, that they're really cool, that they're like going around killing people and like doing whatever stuff that they're doing, that they're just badasses.
It's
So
just
they think
generally
that.
on people how people think. It's
If they think
Yeah.
that, why killing a cop or authority figure?
people just like to think that whatever they're doing is good.
I asked the cop.
That's true.
One time I asked the cop why he became a cop. He said, because I was bored. I'm like, that's the worst reason to become a cop. Like,
had nothing else to do, thought I'd look good with a badge
Well,
on.
at least
Why'd
he's
you kill all
honest.
those people?
At least he's honest.
Yeah,
he didn't
that
like give
is,
some
yeah,
BS reason
yeah.
like I
honest
wanted
is
to do
good.
this.
Honesty is the start.
Well, he's like at least he didn't say like I wanted to make a positive difference.
I guess I want the
You'd
courage to
have
be
a
able to
deck
do that.
card,
In the
or-
midst of getting a ticket, after I get the ticket, to say something to have them think. It's just like, I don't know if I could do that. I'm so petrified that they're going to slap another ticket on me. All right, woman, get out of the car. I'm going to,
Take you down.
slam
Well,
you to the ground.
there's ways to do it without sounding disrespectful.
Yeah.
Right.
that's
Maybe
the-
I
I
just
think that's the
fucking
key.
disrespect them. It's like, and
It's just-
they know it.
It's such a dude to walk
It's
around
fun to
eggshells.
disrespect.
I guess so. Yeah.
Do you
But is
think
it the
with
most
like, okay,
beneficial?
what's your guys' opinion on like, okay, what is like the goal of ISIS? And I don't mean like they want to have like an Islamic State. No. Like, what is the whether it be they're directly funded by CIA or they got their start from the CIA and John McCain money or whatever. What do you think? Like, what's the deal? What are they trying to do? Is it to get like the natural gas pipeline built? Is it to get the oil out of the Golan Heights? John was saying something about that earlier. What do you guys think it's about?
Well,
Just to get more
from what I'm
power,
hearing, funding is
more money, more
well, the
women,
funding
more-
comes from them actually taxing people. Like they go and they'll collect
Oh yeah.
money from
Okay.
people.
They're
Like
really-
kind of like
Like mafia.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah,
Kinda
kind of
like
like
the
mafia.
guy.
Shake them down.
Shaking
Oh.
down.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Like mafia or any other government.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, or any other government. Right. I
Any
forgot
other
about that.
government.
Yeah.
Well, who was saying that like ISIS was serving the United States foreign interest in terms of serving as a proxy army to Russia, or Syria and Syria,
Russia and
backed-
Assad.
Yeah, basically Russia and Assad, and how they want that territory, and so they were using them as a proxy army to basically do operations in that area.
It wouldn't be the first time they've done it.
Destabilize
Oh, yeah.
Assad.
Yeah.
Destabilize Assad.
So
yeah.
they could hopefully get out put in a Western-friendly head of state into Syria.
Right.
I wonder if they tried it before.
Although they,
Have they ever accomplished something like that?
yeah.
I don't know. I think
Saddam Hussein.
Has that ever happened? Is this
Yeah.
like, what's going on here? Yeah, seems
Really
like the
gets tired
same
of that
mode of
person
operation.
replacing somebody else.
Yeah, if anybody's watching this and they haven't really
Where they turn on them.
looked into the
Yeah.
history of
Those-
like U.S. foreign policy, like that's not a crazy idea to say that the U.S. government is giving arms and money to a rebel group that has questionable morals.
Yeah.
Change a regime.
Yeah, it's happened.
South America.
It's happened quite frequently, and like I think I mentioned on last week's show. I mean, there's more than one picture of John McCain like shaking hands with the guy who's supposed to be running ISIS, or
Back in the day.
Yeah, it's just So which again wasn't even that long ago, like 3 years ago. Right? So.
Well, could it be
John
that-
McCain, he's a trip.
Yeah,
Maybe he's just stupid.
he is a trip.
He's
yeah.
you know that in Vietnam they called him a songbird
How's that?
because the truth was that he was never really tortured. He just told the Viet Cong everything.
I've
Straight
seen
up.
Wow.
I've
Like-
seen him not
it's
be
like,
able to
you know,
lift
he
his arms
broke his
though.
legs. He broke his legs from the plane crash,
Mm.
and that's what happened to him. And when the Viet Cong captured him, he just said, "Here's everything I know," and they called him a songbird. The songbird
Gotcha.
it was songbird of something.
The
but yeah, that's what
Hanoi
they called
Hilton. I think is where they were keeping him with the Hanoi Hilton,
Interesting.
him. Yeah. So. Oh.
or as they called it.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I think another
He was a snitch.
United States goal of ISIS is to strike fear and terror into the hearts of the masses of the United States, and that this is a terrorist threat that can strike anywhere,
Hobgoblin.
I
any
wouldn't-
place,
Goblin.
from
wouldn't-
anyone.
I wouldn't go so
You would
far
pay
as
us
to say
millions of dollars
ISIS is
to.
controlled. They're directly funded by the United States, but I will say that.
Well,
I
they,
will
they
say
are directly funded by
Us.
the U.S.
Either
Well, I-
directly or like
all-
directly
all
But
I
not,
can-
not exclusively. But yeah, go on.
All I can say for certain is that the United States is using ISIS to its advantage one way or another.
Yeah.
It appears.
You don't think it was like a situation of like, oh, let's fund these guys so that they'll support us, and then these guys were like, oh, no, we're gonna
We're
keep
not
all the
gonna
Oh,
money.
well, yeah, that's totally
I-
believable.
Well, yeah, that
That happens a
that's-
lot.
Yeah.
That's
It seems
happened
to.
before. It happened with 80s
Talking about
Contra.
the Iran
Contra.
Contra thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the other thing is there's an old example of like people say like, oh well, It's not like, or people don't want to believe that like your congressmen, your generals will just straight up, bold-faced lie. There's General Alexander, the guy who's running the NSA, right? He bold-faced lies that they're not collecting data on Americans anymore. But an older example of that is General Ollie North testified before Congress and said we are not providing arms and ammunition to the Contra rebels in South America. He was a colonel at the time. He's a general now, right? Or former general.
He was
No,
never
he was
a general.
kicked out.
His career was effectively ended out of that trial. He was a colonel.
Yeah, but he got his own show on Fox News, man. He made out.
You made out like a bandit?
Yeah.
How do you feel about colonels, John?
Do you like to eat them? I had to. I don't know.
Colonels. Oh.
Speaking of Fox
Yeah,
News,
like popcorn, yeah.
has anybody else seen that Judge Janine chick? Have you ever seen her show at all?
The judge.
Yeah, I have seen
She's
Judge.
straight up fascist. Like, she might as well be. No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
She might as well be the dude. Do you remember V for Vendetta, like the newscaster?
Oh, God.
I'm serious. She might as well be that guy.
Who is this?
Judge Janine. She's got a show on Fox News, but she's straight up
She
fascist.
judge?
And even better because like she does her intro and there's like the American flag waving in the background behind her head, and you're just like, whoa, wow,
well, Coming from Fox News, it's not too surprising.
Oh yeah, no, that's not surprising at all. But it's if you haven't
That's a liberal channel, isn't it?
if you haven't watched that channel in a while, and that's your first show that you see on there, and like
Okay.
not touching it for 8 years, you're like, holy fuck.
I have a question.
That's for newly citizens, new citizens,
Where?
Yeah.
naturalized citizens.
So there's all this talk about, Turkey shot down Russia's
Oh yeah.
military. What was it?
It was,
Jet.
it was a jet.
It was a
Yeah,
jet?
it was
The
a bomber, I think.
And so
Except for it wasn't in their airspace and they shot it down.
it wasn't.
Well,
'Cause that's
no,
what I
they
heard.
said.
Well, I heard a bunch of physicists. They found out that both both Turkey and Russia were lying about what happened during the jet. I forgot the circumstances of it. I can show you guys sometime. But basically, the jet, they were both lying about what happened to the jet. They both told half truths.
Imagine that government's telling
God.
lies and half truths.
They were both
About it.
lying to each other.
You don't say.
Like the yeah.
Because I hear, what is it, NATO or someone declared a no-fly zone over Turkey, and then Russia was like, we don't give a fuck. And then
And Russia's like, what NATO? Yeah.
No,
whatever.
they did. From what I understand, they did fly over Turkish airspace, but it's for like 2 minutes.
Mhm.
And
17
2 minutes.
seconds.
Yeah, it was
17
Yeah.
seconds.
17 seconds, okay.
Comically short period of time, which they then had time to scramble jets and then shoot it down.
Right.
17 seconds. Yeah, okay.
There's a story that one of their
No, and warn them 10 times.
Yes, and more than
In 17 seconds? That
In
sounds
17 seconds.
Watch out.
Yeah.
sounds like such a. That sounds like quite the feat, man.
No, but
They shoot first, warn
basically
later.
what I've heard is that they shot it down because they were bombing the oil rigs going from ISIS to Turkey.
Oh yeah, and the president's son of the son of the president of Turkey. He's it's kind of coming out, as we speak, of like he's more or less he's selling oil he's getting from ISIS, and that's kind of a big deal. Like the son of the president of Turkey is
Doing deals with
so.
the big bad boogeyman.
So Putin said he had proof, and then Erdogan, how you pronounce his name, said, if you have proof, then I'll resign, right? So
Yeah.
that's where that goes.
I don't really trust anything Putin says. Like, I don't know. He's KGB. I mean,
Well, yeah. I mean,
you can't trust the red commies.
he's got a lot of money,
Or the
and he's
big
like
ones.
built like this like.
On the other hand,
Versailles
he was KGB, so maybe we do know what.
Yeah.
At least I'm sure he knows what he's talking about. Whether what he
When it
says
comes
is
true,
truth
right,
is
yeah.
not. Is another thing.
What is KGB?
I should.
It's the Russian CIA.
The Russian CIA.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Secret
Okay, that's what I was kind of inferring from what I've heard about it,
I
but I,
should
didn't
say-
actually know. Sorry.
No, that's all right. I should throw in a story before we run out of time. Yeah, when I was working in Hollywood as a background actor, a guy came up to me and he's telling me he's advocating ISIS. He's telling me how the reason why the price of oil is so low is because ISIS has gotten all this oil. They're just selling all the oil. On the
Oh
market.
yeah, I totally believe that. That's a possibility. Oh yeah.
And he's saying like how the army is the U.S. military offers people like $50,000 or a year to join them. He says ISIS will offer you like $1 billion over a lifetime.
Good Lord, that's a lot of money.
And after honestly afterwards I was like, huh, it's a lot better than union wages, shit.
Nee was
It's better than the army.
Nee was changing the light bulb in one of the lights, and he's like, you know what? If I see the check.
Dear God.
But yeah, it kind of makes you wonder. So like, Putin's involved in this whole thing, and he's got this palace that he's built out in the middle of nowhere. And he's got a lot of money and a lot of time on his hands. I mean, does Putin look to you like he's the sort of guy that might have sex with like an android or something?
totally.
Like,
He looks like the
He
kind
is
of
the
guy
android.
I would have
he
sex
would
with
do
a
it.
lot of
I don't even know what that kind of person would look
androids.
you know what I'm
Why
saying?
are we talking about this all of a sudden?
I don't.
I don't
Why are we
Naturally
talking about
went there.
android sex? This is
Yeah.
so
Well,
unlike us.
we can continue, but I think we're running out of time.
Oh.
We'll talk about robot sex
Yeah.
later.
That was
on
quick.
In a future effort, and a
That was
future
quick.
episode for sure.
So we have robots. They go quicker.
All right.
Good night.
Signing off.
Everybody.